It's my pleasure to be talking to you, Michael. Today, could you please introduce yourself and what do you do for business?
Well, my name is Mike. Well, let me start by saying thank you so much for this meeting. I really appreciate it. Thanks for selecting me out of all these people that you have, just taking out time to say, what, Mike, I need you to do this for us. I really appreciate it. Well, my name is Michael Olowu. I work as a universal banker at Bank of the West. Universal banker means I'm a hybrid. Like I call it a hybrid because I combine relationship banking functions. Relationship banking means I'm opening accounts. I'm seeing what I can do to help customers in relation to maybe loans, in relation to helping their businesses. And on the other side, the other hybrid part of me is I do tailoring functions as well. What that means is if we have a line, for instance, I jump to the other side and I assist to cash checks, to raise drafts, to give out cashier's checks. And of course, I cross-sell as well. It's a combination of, I call it retail banking, because this minute I'm cashing a check, I'm doing deposit, and the next minute I'm opening accounts. I'm using some of the available applications and softwares available to see what I can do to assist customers. So that's basically that. That's basically all. That's basically what I do at my bank.
Now let's go to the other side. Okay, so the first question is, what is a motivational executive leader?
A motivational executive leader is someone that I call it not just a charismatic leader, but a motivational executive leader is someone that seeks to help others, work with others, walk through others, work with others to get things done. We all know that leadership is everything. One of the reasons why the world is the way it is today is because there's what I call a dearth of leadership, a paucity, a scarcity of leadership. The reason why the whole world is the way it is today because we don't have able leaders. Now imagine if we had able leaders in every sphere, in every area in all sectors of the economy, in all areas. We'll be way better than these leaders that bring out the best people, that believe in people, that say nice things to people, that work with people. Imagine if we had that. So for me, a motivational executive leader is someone that not just motivates, but works with people. It's not enough to just, I say talk is cheap. We all talk. According to statistics, maybe like 90-something people, 90-something% of the world, we have the ability to talk. But how many of us are actually walking our talk? When I mean walking the talk as a leader, working with the leader, working with your followers, working with your fellow colleagues, working with your subordinates, telling them I believe in you. What is your plan? Where are you? Where do you want to get to? For me, it's a combination of all those things. And then not just doing that, giving them what I call a vision, because without a vision, the people perish. It's extremely important to give them a vision. Is where you want to get to. Where do you want to get to? In the next 3 years. I call them short-term, long-term goals. Those are the things that come into play here. So for me, a motivational leader, in summary, is someone that combines not just talk, but walking the talk in terms of coming up with vision and working with the team members to achieve the desired dreams and goals.
Okay. Yeah, that's so interesting. So I want you to choose a current motivational leader that you say fits what you are describing, and to choose someone that you know, like in the past.
Oh my God, I have been so privileged to follow a lot of people on social media. I have a lot of them. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Admire it. For me, the person that has stood out for me most importantly is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is the world's, oh my God, is by far the world's best, not just motivational speaker and leader, but transformational leader. He would break down the situation for you. And the results are there. A lot of companies, not just here in America, but all over the world, have taken advantage of his skills in terms of not just transformation, but not just motivation, but transformation. He comes up with ideas. He gives you not just the vision, but the ideas on how to get there. For me, that is someone that has stood out for me in terms of transformation, not just motivational, but transformational leadership. For me, that has, of course, like I said, there are a lot of people I'm a Christian, so I have I've been privileged to listen to a lot of men of God. You have TD Jakes, you have, oh my God, there's so Chuck Swindoll, oh my God, there's so many of them. So many, oh my God. I've been so blessed. And so I tell myself there's no room for failure. There's no room for, with all this stuff, with all these materials, with all these resources available, there's no room for failure. So for me, but in terms of for me, Tony Robbins stands out because it's a combination, it's a total combination. Of course, that doesn't mean the other people I mentioned are not, they have been very instrumental as well. But when I say, okay, the person that has really stood out for me in terms of transformational and motivational leadership is Tony Robbins. So that answers that question. I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah. So I want you to choose like a former leader.
A former leader. Oh my, there's so many. Oh my God, there's so many of them that I think I've not. That I don't think that there's so. I mean, God, there's so many of them that I'm like, oh no, you could have done better. You could have done better. Oh my God, where do I start from? I'm being careful with the names I choose. I'm being extremely careful because I don't want it to be like I'm politically incorrect or that I'm taking sides. You have to be extremely careful what you say in terms of, so people won't think, well, why did you choose this guy? But history is replete, with stories of leaders that have not lived up to expectation. There are so many of them. But for me, the yardstick for determining whether this person is good or not is your ability to make a positive impact, not just in the society, but in the lives of people you have led or you have been opportune to lead. Like I said, I'm being extremely, extremely careful. I told myself I'm going to be as discreet as much as possible. Why? Because I believe in building people. I am a strong believer in people. And whatever it is I do, I try to do it in such a way that it helps just to help people achieve whatever they want to achieve. And how do I do that is not to put anyone down. Now, that doesn't mean we will not, of course, once in a while, we have to allude to stories of people that have not lived up to expectation. But at this moment, I'm being extremely careful with the information I give out in terms of which leader has not done well. This leader is not good. No, I'm being extremely careful what I say because some people say, well, he did well. Saddam Hussein. But even some people will still feel that he didn't. I mean, that he did well. So in a way, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's your opinion. Saddam Hussein didn't do well, or But like I said, I'm not here to judge anyone, and I'm not here to put anyone down. I just feel that the style of leadership that fits well with people is the one that brings out the best in people, that provides a vision and helps them to work with that vision to achieve the vision.
Okay, let me ask another question here. Could you specify the qualities of a bad leader?
It's just the exact opposite. That's a very good question because it's very interesting that there are times that a leader has to be autocratic. Autocratic means he will single-handedly take decisions and stand by those decisions, and those decisions will work. Steve Jobs is a very good example. I mean, he came up with an idea and he stood by those ideas. And today, Apple is worth over $1 trillion. I mean, that's what we're talking about. But if you had listened to the critics, if you had listened to it's not going to work. This will never work. We won't be where we are today in terms of technology. So for me, it's a combination of not just expressing or applying democratic principles and values instead of listening to other people. But there are times that I call it your ability to discern. There are times you have to say, this is what we want to do, and we're going to stick with it. This is our vision, and we're sticking with that vision. And there are times I say, we have to bend the rules because a better idea is here. So it's your ability to balance that out. But I noticed from experience that some of those leaders have been leaders that have been not just intransigent, they're just plain stubborn. They just decide this is what we're going to do. Hitler, 6 million Jews, like that. I do not think God created. Sorry, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to allude to Christian, to the Bible. God created this earth to be inhabited. He didn't create us to be destroyed. Now, there are people misbehave, people do all kinds of things, and then that's up to him. But for a single individual to kill 6 million people and still feel, well, I haven't done anything bad, for me, puts a big question mark on your leadership ability or leadership style. And I don't care if you add people, if you involve other people. I don't care if you involve other people or if you or you make a decision, or you're autocratic, the most important thing is that the values that make up for life and godliness are not exemplified in your style of leadership. And for me, that puts a question mark on your style, as far as I'm concerned. And that sounds a bit, but any leadership that does not do things that augur well for the well-being of people, for me, is bad leadership. Sorry if I sound, sorry if I sound a bit strict or firm or something, but I mean, the truth must be told. Any leadership that does not bring out the best in people, any leadership that does not encourage, motivate, work with people, believe in people, give people a vision, as far as I'm concerned, is not particularly in this generation. It's not living up to expectation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, perfect. So let's go to the next question. How do you turn relationships into profitability?
Oh, that's a very good question. Give me a moment, please. I'm trying to get your full. Trying to give me a moment.
Okay.
For me, the principles that have worked, for me, and which I see, in the lives of other people, in the stories, not just in the lives of other, but in the stories other people have shared, have been that, see, the essence of living is not money. The essence, the reason why we live is not money. It's not just money, no. The reason why we're alive here is not just money, it's to add value. And in the course of adding value, we make money. I saw something about, I read something about Steve Jobs this morning on LinkedIn. Someone shared something about what he said on LinkedIn some time ago, that how can we help these people? How can we add value? How can I help you to achieve your financial goals? How can I make life better for you? In the course of doing that, money comes. Because when people see that you're adding value, I'm a lot better. I'm going to share my problem with the person. This person believes in me, he says nice things to me. I'm going to share my problem. But let me give you a scenario. You come into a place, I'm rude to you, I'm not nice to you. Hi, how are you? What can we do for you? No, we don't have it. Compare that to, hi, how are you? Good to see you. What can we do for you today? Oh, we see that you have this. We can help you with this as well. Oh, we can help. I can connect you with this person that can assist you. Now, imagine if I had that scenario, if I did that consistently, the person starts believing that this person is genuinely interested in assisting me. And when you do that, we not only add value to that individual, to that customer, money flows in that direction, because money flows in the direction of value. It's as simple as that. So relationship is about adding value. For me, it's about adding value. And as you add value, money flows, millions, billions. And history has proven the top S&P, MX, Euro 500. Those are companies that have consistently add value to mankind, to Homo sapiens. It's very simple. So for me, and it's a relationship, because human beings keep evolving. The way technology is going at a rate where, my God. And you have to keep coming up with ideas to make life better for people. And that's why those companies are where they are today. See what Apple is doing. So many of them adding value. Initially was password. Now with just my face, I can access my phone. I don't have a lot of passwords, because I access my phone with my face. It's easier, it's faster, it's safer. See, and that's the value we're talking about here, making life better for people. It's as simple as that. So I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, great. So let's go to the next question. How do you deliver exceptional customer experience?
Exceptional customer experience. That's something I love. I love dealing with people, and I have a track record. I have a track record of exceptional customer service, because I just love dealing with people. I have, oh my God, I'm like, where do I start from? But just to answer your question, there are a lot of things that I consider when I'm dealing with people. It's not just outside of the fact that I listen to them, I make them feel welcome, I make them feel loved, I talk to them, I listen to them. There's something about creating an ambience. An ambience is an environment. It's just like, create where they feel loved, where they feel accepted. Good to see you. How are you? I just thought about you. Oh, what can we do for you today? Create that ambience. So you see, for me, that's what I call exceptional. Listening to them, great communication skills. Speak to them in a language they understand. Because the essence of communication is for not just for you to say but talk, but for the recipient to understand what you fully understand what you're saying. So for me, those are things that come into play. So it's not just about I'm a customer service manager, but what value? How do I make this person feel loved, feel accepted, believe that I'm being sincere, that I'm not trying to sell a product? Because that comes into play as well. See, because when people start saying that, see, you are being nice to me because you want me to buy your product. Of course, human beings are smart. They'll say, no, I don't want it. But when they see that you're bringing value to the table in terms of, oh, this thing is actually better for me. Think about it. You don't have to do it today. This is the flyer. This is my business card. Tomorrow, let me know. I had a situation last week. I've spoken to this customer about the credit card a long time ago. I remember like 6 months ago or something. And then he called me last week and said, Mike, do you remember me? Of course, I said, I know you. Say, you remember you spoke to me about credit card? I'm interested now. When can I come in to pick it up? I said, oh, great. I'll be more than happy to assist you. You can come in today. You can come in on Monday. See, but if I did not do that, maybe like 6 months ago, and that is just one out of the tons of stories I've had where people say, Mike, you spoke to me about this, I remember this, or somebody referred and say, you spoke to my friend about this, and he referred us, he was satisfied with your service, and he asked us to come and see you. He specifically recommended you. Are you kidding me? What did I do? I listened to them. I was kind to them. I showed empathy. I put myself in their shoes. And I made them see value in what I was talking to them about, not just so that I can be the best. I can be the best salesman here. No, it's so that I can add most value, so that the customer can feel loved and appreciated, so that the customer can see that what I'm selling to him is that I'm not just selling. Fine, we're selling. There is a bit of selling and marketing, but the whole idea, the essence of all of this discussion is to add value to that customer. For me, that is what I refer to as exceptional customer service. Sorry, I took a lot of your time.
Perfect. Take your time. So let's jump into the next question. What is a KYC compliance?
Every organization, every organization, every country has what I call rules and regulation that governs the operation, modus operandi, how you operate. This is how we do it. This is how. And because of all the stuff's going on in the world, terrorism and all that, the financial industry has designed what we call the KYC is just know your customer. As simple as that. Know your customer. Know what do you do? Where do you live? What kind of business do you do? What's your revenue? Where do you get this money from? Where is it going? Simple. Know your customer. And it's not just a way of adding value to you, but a way of knowing whether the person I'm dealing with is the person he claims to be. Because we all know that there's money laundering, there's all kinds of things going on in the world, and we want a safer world. We want a better world. We all want to be safe. We all want to be happy. And so that's just one of the ways the bank has, one of the things that not just the bank, the financial industry has put in place to help to safeguard issues of money laundering, and to help assist us to better know our customers and see what values we can add to them. You said KYC and what? You said KYC. What's the other one?
Okay, that's another question. What is TSPS?
Every organization has what I call a software. Software is just an application that helps you to get things done. It's as simple as that. The software for your kitchen is your pot and your spoon, and then the ingredients you use to do whatever you want to do. And that's what the things you put together to do what you want to do. So it's as simple as that. A software is just something technology has put together to help us get things done. Every organization has a software. Every organization. Now they are doing, of course, because of different reasons, because and that makes the world interesting. We have our own software, which is what you just referred to, which is what you referred to, and that's what we use to do sales. We use to process transactions and all that. So I'm sure you have even on to type letters, for instance, you need Microsoft Word. To do arithmetical calculations, you need Excel. To do presentations, you need PowerPoint presentation. Those are softwares, and it's the same thing. I mean, it's just the same principle we apply. I mean, TPS is just something we use. It's software we apply to get things done. Process transactions, do all kinds of things.
Yeah, perfect. Let's jump into the next question. What is NPS?
NPS is the Net Promoter Score. It's a way of gauging how satisfied customers are with you. And it's a way of, and I think it's a fantastic idea because it provides a feedback about how satisfied the customer is about what you have done, your service. Not just, for me, not just to the bank, but for you as an individual to get better. I don't see that as a one-way thing. I see it as a two-way thing because it helps me to gauge how satisfied that customer is with my service or with the service I provided. And then it helps the bank to know, okay, this guy is really doing what he's supposed to do and how we can add value. I mean, as simple as that. So it's just a Net Promoter Score and every organization has it. So I call it a two-way thing. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, perfect. Let's go to the next question. What work from home program did you create?
When I left England, I had my first degree in England and I learned so much. I went back to Nigeria. I went back to Nigeria instead of a business and I thought I could. So I looked at the system, we had a haulage company. And I thought to myself, instead of coming to the office and just sit here and expect the driver to go and deliver and bring maybe the check, we could do this from home. Tell the organization to credit our account. We can send emails from home. You don't have to come to the office. Now, why are we going to just sit here in the office? Just transport costs, traffic, administrative costs are running. No, you don't have to do that. So stay at home, send me your email, send me the invoice, send me the receipt, confirm the account has been credited. It's only once in a while that maybe you have to go and help maybe to pick up checks or something. It's very simple, seamless. I call it seamless operation. But like I said, that was for the business I had. There are some businesses that thrive on that thrive on, I call it offline operation. Offline means that I'm not in the office. I call it, offshore operations. I'm not in the office. We could work remotely, working remotely. That's a better word. Working remotely. So I came up with that idea. I said, guys, instead of increasing you guys are causing more traffic and you're wasting more time. A lot of manpower is gone. Stay at home. You have a laptop, send it to me from home. Stay at home, send it to me. You don't have to come to the office. Once sent to me, I work on it, I give approval, and that's it. And then we'll tell the organization, our clients, you know what? Either do us a wire transfer or we can come pick up the check. We don't have to be going to pick up stuff. We don't have to, just stay in the office. What are we doing in the office? It's a transport company, for Christ's sake. And then we had the ticketing branch of the business as well. You don't have to call this person, let them send the schedule to you, send it to the customer by email. Boom, as simple as that. We don't have to come and stay in the office. Just your administrative expenses are running. Time, oh my God. And you still get paid the same amount. Don't you think it's better? Instead of just wasting time and money just because I'm going to the office, so they cannot have a job. Who are you trying to impress? There's no need.
Great. So how did you redesign the foreign exchange rates?
When I was at Citibank Nigeria, I looked at the rates. We had, the rate is where you have all the, the rate at which the Naira, Nigeria's currency, exchange for that country's currency. So I looked at it and I thought, what, if we had more of this, if we had this, like, we call it the cross rates. If we had the cross rates, the customer, let's make life easier for ourselves. I don't have to stay here to be explaining to the customer. Once the customer sees that this is the rate at which the euro will go for the pound, or the rate at which dollar will go for euro. Do the calculation yourself. It's very simple. You have the answer. Boom. We've made it easier. So I thought, okay, that's true. And I spoke with the guy, the technician, and he said, oh, we actually discussed it. I said, we can actually do that. And thank God for my manager then. He said, go ahead. He gave me approval. And as last time I went to Nigeria, it was still that rate, but that was still in use. I remember I went to Citibank head office, and I felt good. You mean you guys are using the rate board I came up with? Fantastic. But it provided more information. It just instead of having just maybe like 3 or 4 lines, you know, this. No, let's provide this information. Let's provide additional information. So it makes things easier. The customer can make a decision immediately. And then we don't have to, can you just call and the information is there. The customer can make that decision. And then just makes it easier for everyone. As simple as that.
Very interesting. Let's fly to the next question. What is relationship management?
I think I tried to answer this question earlier. Relationship management is initiating and nurturing relationships. I think that's the best way I will explain it. Initiating starts with hi, welcome, how are you doing? It starts with that. That's the first step, because someone said the first impression lasts long. It starts with creating that positive impression from day one, from the first step, from the moment you meet that person. Hi, my name is Michael, how are you doing today? With a smile, a bright smile on your face. Positive attitude, energy. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Michael, good to see you here today. It starts with that. What can we do for you? How are you? How's your family? It starts with that. And then that's initiation. And then as you begin to listen to the customer and as you begin to come up with things that will help the customer, you start building relationship. You start building it. You start building it. Oh, how I am just checking on you. I noticed you have this. I noticed, oh, I just saw this news. I thought you might be interested in it. That's how you build. Imagine you having a relationship with somebody. How can you help this person to get better? For me, that is what I call relationship management. Adding value, building that value on a what I call a day-to-day or a regular basis, initiating and building relationships. Simple. That's relationship management.
What is the effect of technology on the current and the future generations?
Oh my God. I love this question so much because imagine 30 years ago, we didn't have touch screen. 50 years ago, we didn't have touch screen. Imagine maybe like 40 years ago, our banking was done, it was just manual banking, a lot of bookwork. See where we are today. Technology has done a lot, has made lives better, has increased awareness, has eased a lot of operations, has not only done that, it has made us believe in ourselves more. Is it because when you have all these complicated systems, it's just more difficult. But when you see that, you know, with just a push of a button, I can do this, you mean I can do it? Yeah, I can. That means I can do it. I believe in myself. I look forward to, I'm excited about the future because in the next 20 to 30 years, with your finger, you can do a lot, which I call it the fingerprint. Just a fingerprint, you can do a lot. With your eyes, you can do a lot. With your voice, you can do a lot. And that's where I see technology in the next, oh my God, I am so excited about it because I look forward to what banking will be like in the next 20 to 30 years, where maybe we'll be cashless. We won't have to be carrying cash because already, you know, we've started towing that line already. We're doing Zelle, we're doing wire transaction, we're doing wire transfers, we're doing Zelle, we have all kinds of applications that just send money, you know, without physically touching cash. That is just the beginning. I look forward to when we'll automate the whole system, where with just the push of a button, you can send money. Once they can establish your credibility that you're not laundering money, it's going to be more seamless. You probably won't have to be doing a lot of the things, a lot of the book work we do now. We won't have probably be doing a lot of that. Everything will be online. Maybe 6G. Now we're on 3.5 to 4 to, you know, now we're on 5G. Imagine what we have with like 6G. That means we have sharper, I can almost touch you, like, no, how are you doing? I can, we'll almost be able to touch you. There will be a lot of virtual reality stuff happening. I look forward to it. And I'm just trying to imagine what technology will be like in the next 20 to 30 years. I'm seeing you loud and clear. You are in Cairo. I'm seeing you loud and clear. Imagine what it would be like then. I can almost say, hi, how are you? Can you pass me your bread? I don't know how possible that is. But it's something that I think is possible. And you will be shocked. You will be shocked. Because 30, 50 years ago, if someone had told us that we will be seeing ourselves, no. I said, no, it will never be possible. But see where we are today. in the next 30 to 50 years, I look forward to technology. I see possibilities. Oh my God, a lot of possibilities. Virtual realities turn into realities. I mean, just excited.
What else would you like to say?
Nothing. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited because technology is helping us to do a lot more, and it's positioning us to not just for us, for someone like me that loves relationship management. Technology provides enough information for me to work with. Well, there's something we call data analytics, and that was one of the courses I did when I was doing my master's program. You know, it helps you to know, okay, this is the information you need to work with this person to make life easier. Initially, I mean, 20, 30 years ago, we had to gather it, you know, take it from here. But now with just one application, you can gather a lot more information about somebody, and it can help you to serve the person better. For me, it's about serving better, being of more service, being of more value, not just to what I do, but to the human race. And I'm so excited about it. I am so, so excited. I mean, see what technology has done. I'm seeing somebody all the way from Cairo saying they want me to do something for them, and it's just fantastic. And I really look forward to more of this, of how we can see, of what we can do to help each other. Not just in terms of video calling, but what else we can do to help humanity as a whole. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grateful.
I appreciate your help on time, Michael. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.